Hello everyone, thanks for finding my channel, Arkytior Collective. I try to read the energies that are prominent in the collective and tell the story that the cards want to tell. Not all messages will resonate for every person, so if one sounds like it's for you, but like the next message doesn't, leave what doesn't resonate, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. I intend for my readings to be timeless, so whenever you find them is when you're meant to. I hope everyone's well. Ooh, there's wild stuff going on in the sky. This is the solstice reading, the 2021 solstice reading. Happy solstice, everyone, witches and non-witches alike. It is the last night of darkness, the longest night, and starting the next day, we will begin our expansion into lighter days, which sounds very, very nice. So let us clear and center and call in our protections. We ask all positive energies to attend us and guide us to the messages that fulfill our highest good. Guides, ancestors, patrons, angels, archangels, and source, please come forward and be with me. Michael, guard the corners. Gabriel, make the messages clear and useful. And Metatron, be present to protect the seekers and deliverers of the divine's communication. Okay, so the last video we did, I incorporated the new deck. I don't know what went wrong, but I could not focus. I could not connect. I just felt like the whole thing was a train wreck. Usually when videos like that happen for me, I will scrap it and not post it at all. But I keep getting the message that post it anyways because there might be something in there for somebody. So I did, but I wasn't happy with it. So let's try it again. Okay, we're going to try it again and see if I can't get used to this new deck in the mix. I might have to cut one out because I've expanded it now to 4, and that would bring these readings to like 2 hours. I mean, maybe some people like it. I'll try and we'll see what happens. Okay, we're just gonna want to find prominent energies right now in the collective around the solstice time. Now, when I say these messages are timeless and that they might have, you can like, if you find them, then you're meant to. Some things about them are time sensitive. Like when I talk about, something happening in between 2 eclipses, or eclipse cycle, or, this week, the moon is in Libra and that blah, blah, blah. And it might not resonate every single time or whenever you find it. But what will resonate would be the messages that come after stuff like that. So even though there are time frames on the videos, go with the message and not the time. You know what I mean? Well, use your judgment. I'm not going to tell you not to. So we're going to start again, first off, with the first light tarot deck, the one I was gifted. These are all pictures from the Hubble. And if anybody knows me, they know I'm a huge space nerd witch. And this was like the perfect gift for someone like me. So I'm really excited to incorporate it in. Thank you to my good friend Ozzy. I love you. And oh yeah, these are already shuffled and cut and everything, so we can just get going. So, Spirit, please show me some of the most prominent concerns, energies, or topics going on in the collective at this time. These are weird because they don't really want to drop. I might have to find some other way to deal these out. What's going on here? There we go. I'm very auditory. I need something in my ear in order to hear Ooh, that's one single awry. We're starting off with the Hierophant. Ooh, Taurus energy. Wisdom, understanding, and mentoring. It also says the trainer. Ooh. Uh-oh. We're going to be training for something coming up. Huh. Wisdom, understanding, and mentoring. So I would say, especially in spiritual matters, try to find a tribe of like-minded so that you guys can get through it together. Wisdom and understanding, information exchange, stuff like that. Oop, that's way too many. The Hierophant is like a pope, and it is Taurus proper because Taurus is very traditional. To me, the Hierophant, if this were a love reading, it signifies a divine contract because the Hierophant symbolizes divine law, like big universe laws, you know. Look at, oh, I love this picture. Oh, isn't that cool? It's divine law. It's what keeps things running and moving. It's agreements made with Source about life path. It often designates a soulmate contract. So maybe we're going to be dealing with some soulmate contracts in this cycle. See, these don't drop as easy. I gotta find some other way to do it. Okay, let's try this. There we go. Outcome again. I'm going to put that over here. That came out last night too. That feels significant, though I'm not quite familiar so much with this deck. I don't know where the cards want to be placed yet, so we'll figure that out. Hello, Justice. Ooh. Decisions. This is Libra. Evidence, thinking, and verdict. So Justice came out yesterday too. I love that we've got Taurus and Libra together side by side. Justice and the Hierophant. That's a matched pair. There was something else. Oh, and they're both ruled by Venus. Libra and Taurus. And right now Venus is in the spotlight up in the sky because it's going retrograde in Capricorn. Venus retrograde, even though she's a very soft, loving energy, retrograding her is really going to stir up a lot of emotions. And, you know, we're going to be kind of like squidgy and on edge for a little while. These two together, I love it. The Hierophant, like I said, is divine law, and Justice is its own concept, and together they really go together. Divine law and justice. I love it. Okay. We've got first step. Interesting. And the future. Wow. Keep going and see where this takes us. Vibration. 21. Positive action. Okay. And code. I really like that card. Puzzles, synchronicity, and coincidence. So this is like, yeah, synchronicities and signs and how things can come together. All part of code, right? And then there's the outcome. Bottom of the deck. Oh, I love it. We've got the portal. The Solstice portal. It started with the 12-12 portal, and then we had the the eclipse. Oh, or did we have the eclipse and then the 12/12 portal and now the solstice? Man, there's lots of stuff going on. Here's the portal. This says passageways. Okay, so this makes me think of the Guardian of the Gate card in the Faerie Oracle. It says like passage now open, stuff like that. Underneath that, we've got thought and communication. And underneath that, we've got soul identity. So it says family, soul family. Okay, so this could be soulmates. This is soul family. Soul family are other souls that we reincarnate with over and over. It can be friendly, it can be for lessons, it can be contentious, just like living people. But soul family, this is like your group, your tribe. It could be. Usually we click with people on a deep level because our souls recognize each other. And when that happens, we know that they're soul family. Like we've been here before together, you know? And they can be very blessed and easy relationships, those soulmates. I have one, oh my goodness, I feel like we're cut from the same coin. Well, I mixed up two phrases, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, you know those friends where you can have entire conversations, like there could be 3 or 4 of you, and you can have entire conversations just by looking at each other. My bestie and I do that all the time. We're doing it right now. We're talking right now. Telepathically. There's a link, there's a kindred recognition between soul family. And I love that this is part of what's underneath here. Thought. We got communication and portal and soul family. So I also get the sense that that soul family is with us even if they're not incarnated, like ancestors, grandmas, grandpas, you know, loved ones that have passed, our tribe that are there because of the portal. That's why I'm thinking communication through the portal with soul family. I mean, yeah, they're coming in from the other side. This has come up in a few other readings that are extended other side family, like just passed on loved ones and friends and stuff, are heavy coming in right now because light workers are going in, like some are going into deep a time of deep learning, receiving a lot of downloads, processing out a lot of old information and integrating in new information. Mostly this is spiritual work. Like this is all like in meditation and stuff like that. Also, it's like a bunch of us are going back to school, you know, but like on the spiritual plane. Whereas a few years ago we were going to war, and I do feel that in the collective. I do feel that there is still a lot of conflict out there. There are some light workers that are getting extra training in those areas. Stuff like Reiki work, generational bonds, breaking generational bonds, self care and self love. Those are all things that the light workers are going to be, have been, and will continue to be processing and downloading for. I also feel that this is in reference to twin flames that are that are in separation. Communication through the portal with soul family. So a twin is a little bit higher than a soulmate because the soulmates are connected. They are separate souls. They're separate souls that are kind of in the same clique and they cycle in and out together, but they do have their own agendas and their own contracts and their own things to fulfill. A twin is a soul that in the beginning of everything contracted to be split in two of divine masculine and divine feminine. It's the goal of the twins' soul to elevate far enough to earn reintegration. So they'll come in and out of our lives with us. Sometimes we'll see them in every life. Sometimes we won't see them for a few lifetimes and forget. But then you meet them again, and it's like the other half of you is there again. Unfortunately, with these meetups, a lot of times the divine masculine will not wake up to the connection as quickly as the divine feminine will. Because remember, the feminine energy, I'm not saying the man or the woman, I'm saying the energy of it, because we all have both in our chart. Like in my chart, I am heavy, heavy masculine energy with the different planets and aspects and everything. You add that all up and you see masculine and feminine energy in your chart. I have heavy, heavy masculine in my chart. However, I channel from the possession of the divine feminine. And in the twin flame dynamic that I'm in, I am the feminine. So I look at that and hope that Spirit sees that I've tried to do the work that we're supposed to be doing, and I've gained the balance on my end of the masculine and feminine, because you got to balance both. Each twin has to balance both in order to come back together and balance each other. It's deep. It's deep shit. It's deep. It's complicated, and it sucks sometimes. So those are the different aspects I'm getting with this communication through the passageways in family. The reason I brought up the twin flame journey is that when the twins are in separation, they usually still can communicate in the 5D through the portal of, how do we put it? It's a higher vibration. It's like, this is the 3D world. The 5D world is where the souls can come together and meet up. So if you're in dream state and you keep seeing this certain person that you know feels familiar, but you don't know them in life, that could be you and your twin finding each other in the 5D. Because we still have work to do and stuff, so we need to be able to meet up, and study at each other's places in the evening after school. So I'm looking forward to elaborating on some of these. And then, of course, I put the outcome at the end. And then, let's see, Hierophant, Divine Law. That's like, that might lead into the twin flame stuff, because yes, we have contracts with people like that are become our soulmates, but the twin contract, unbreakable divine law. That's why the twin connection is the only connection that you can't cut with cord cutting meditations and ceremonies and rituals and stuff like that. You can't cut that one, because it was made before this. Do you know what I mean? So we've got a divine contract, justice being brought in, positive action with vibration, first step towards the future, and then look for synchronicities, coincidences, and that's part of the code, like the programming of the divine contract. Ooh, look at in the camera, this looks like a face. Wow. Maybe even an owl if it could expand up this way, but this definitely looks like a alien face. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, so we're gonna continue. We're going to, well, I'm just gonna do the same thing that I do. I'm gonna go to the fairies now. So fairies, good morning. Oh, these are already shuffled, that's right. Just wake them up. Good morning, fairies. Oh, hello. Oh, you. Okay. I didn't even ask anything yet, and the gotcha just had to jump. So I'm going to actually put him to the side because he might have something to say that's separate from this. Okay, fairies. You heard my spiel earlier about this stuff, so please tell me what's going on with this Hierophant. Wisdom, understanding, mentoring, the trainer, divine law, Taurus. Fairies, who's this Taurus? Oh, the Oak Man. This is a really great card to have on the Hierophant because this is deep ancient wisdom. He looks old. Look at him. He's as old as the trees. This is something that the roots are very deep with this contract. Oh, my guides are being funny because I'm tired. But if you can see how deep these roots run down here, they come right out of him. You know? We got little leaf doggies down there. Those are cute. So this card means depth, strength, see what's true, deep ancient wisdom, elders, and consider carefully. Okay. Someone might, like Dharma says, someone might have very light eyes, light brown eyes, or they might just look tired. He does look tired. He looks like he's been staring at something for a really long time in contemplation. The thing I like about this card is it said to me last time, either way you look at it, the truth is the truth, or something like that. Either way you look at it. Because if you look at the card this way, you can see the face and the mouth and everything. But if you turn it upside down and look at it this way, you see another face with more roots coming out. You know? And in this one, the mouth for this one is actually the crown chakra for that one. So someone maybe is of two minds. Someone can't speak their mind. Someone wants to speak their mind. You know? This is old ancient wisdom, and I like that this is on the Hierophant because this brings back memory of the soul contract from deep time. Someone's waking up to the connection, I think. They have to be strong, though, because it's not easy. It says, see what's true. Somebody's going to finally see the truth in the connection, maybe? Elders, that could be the soul family coming through, trying to help the connection. Soul family coming through, trying to help this group of twins. Consider carefully. Okay, so we're going to keep going. Fairies, justice next. Please elaborate on justice. Libra energy. Damn it. Alright, I'll take both. We've got Nullus the Alchemist, which is temperance. It's Sagittarius energy. And Guardian of the Gate, like I was talking about before. Guardian of the Gate. With passageway here. The portal? This is the portal. This is it. The time is now. Oh my goodness. It's a level up. Bloop, bloop, bloop. So, see, passage now granted. What did I say? I channeled this out and it came out. Oh my goodness. Passage now granted. Level up, new journey. No going back. Because once you go through the portal, you can't come back through it. Journey to significant change. This is Nullus the Alchemist, a new path, realignment, irrevocable change, alchemy, and something unstuck. I can't read that word. Okay, this is incredible. This is on justice. Justice for the connection. Libra energy. If this is a Libra, and they're dealing with a Taurus. If this is a Libra with the justices, this is what's happening to the Libra collective in this journey, okay? This is a huge level up. I'm hearing a significant amount of the light workers in this cycle are Libra. So that's why they're getting like the extra boosts. This feels like an extra boost. Alchemy. Temperance is, okay, so in the Temperance card, it's, is it the angel? That's Sagittarius, I believe. It's an angel pouring water from one pitcher to another. The two pitchers that it's pouring represent the Two of Cups in a soulmate dynamic. The water that's being poured between them is the waters of source, like source. And that's the waters that go between the cups of the lovers. It's only the waters of source that can heal. And Temperance is a card of healing, but also patience. I hate patience. That's another Libra trait. Man, we are very, very impatient. I'm glad I have some earth energy in my chart. That gives me that can help me get some patience. But it doesn't always work. So the Libra energies in the collective are going through a level up. I think they're reaching through the portal in order to communicate with this soul family that's still on the other side. So receiving downloads right from source. That is realignment. Realignment came up once before too. In the video that I posted, I reposted a video from 6 months ago where everything in that reading is starting to play out card for card, and one of them was this realignment. Someone in this, I'll say soulmate for now. I don't know if this is twin flame proper. I'll say someone in this soulmate dynamic has realigned and leveled up. But I believe the masculine is this Hierophant, this Taurus energy. He's one of the oak men. Taurus is earth energy. They're very slow, very meticulous, very detail oriented. Sometimes they can get bogged down in details. Looking at you, Virgo. And then they can be of two minds about things because they have to be rational and they have to be realistic. So I think this earth energy got stuck, but the Libra energy here, she got a level up. She went through the gate. She understood the assignment. That's what I'm getting. She understood the assignment. And he may have also, but the masculines often do get hung up, you know. So let's keep going. Fairies, please tell us about these vibrations. What is this positive action? I kind of want to contemplate the vibrations. I feel that music and sound, but also the vibrations of a soul to another soul. When that twin flame dynamic meet, that vibration, it's like hitting a tuning fork. Boom! You know what I mean? That vibration reverberates outward, and other, I want to say entities, but I don't really mean it like that. Other energies sense when that thing happens. It can attract positive and negative energies to this dynamic when they meet and they gong, like the gong. Vibration. What's wrong with my music? Excuse me. Oh, crap. No, I'm not putting you there. Fairies, please elaborate on vibration. We've got honesty. I urgently need to be honest with you. Honesty. Okay, I'm going to have to meditate on that for a second. But I need the background music. Hope that's not too loud. Crap. What's going on? There we go. Okay. Okay. Oh, is that interesting? The voice. Remember I said vibration could be music? Honesty, it's his throat chakra is kind of lit up. It's not lit up all the way. There's still a blockage, but it's beginning to open up. The voice, his voice goes along with vibration card. There's going to be some kind of honesty spoken, and the vibration of the voice is going to be very powerful. I gotta pause real quick and I will be right back for you in a second. And I'm back. See? Just a second. So a couple things came to me while I was contemplating. One thing I wanted to address before I get to honesty is about this Taurus and Libra energy here. I believe in this dynamic. The Taurus is the masculine. Okay? In this case, it might be a man. The Libra is the feminine. In this case, a female, a woman. The thing that got me is that Libra is masculine energy and Taurus is feminine energy. So even though Taurus is feminine energy, in this dynamic, the Taurus is the masculine. And the Libra is the feminine, even though she's masculine energy. The synchronicities in this already are blowing my mind. So I'm going to move on to honesty. I will back up to this Libra again because these two cards I wanted to get more into. But let's deal out everything else first. With honesty, I was told if you just listen to the tone of their voice, you will be able to know if they're telling the truth. It comes back to sound and vibration. Okay, I'm also being told the sound of their voice will resonate in your heart as truth, because this is a twin dynamic. One soul, split in two. Once those two vibrations come together, they will speak their honesty, their truth. So this card says, be clear in intent. Be honest and clear, have tact, have truth, humility, idealism, and a sharp mind. Okay. So back to the Libra. We've got Guardian of the Gate, passage now granted for justice to come in, irrevocable change. Yeah, this Libra is part of the collective that's a light worker. She's leveled up. Everybody remembers the last 2 years, okay? So back in 2018, so that would be 3 years. Now coming on to 4. Yeah, I wanted to say 4 in the beginning and I said 2 instead, and I should have said 4 because that's how it worked out. The last 4 years, it's been a shit show. It's been, oh, what was the word they gave me before shit show? Oh yeah, that one too, with clusterfuck. Basically, all hell broke loose on the other side. It was spiritual warfare from the throne to earth, up and down, all the way. And not only were the feminines doing battle in the spirit world, but in the 3D, in the waking world, they were fighting here too. They went through so much that they fucking leveled up. Meanwhile, the goddamn masculines were fucking asleep the whole time. If they weren't asleep, they were part of the problem. Some. Okay? I'm gonna say the phrase that I hate when it comes to stuff like this. Some, not all. The ones that weren't losing their minds were dead asleep. It was very frustrating. Anyways, back in, I believe, March, of some of my readings were talking about how the masculines were still asleep and were getting healing in the 5D, while the feminines were waging war. And they fought so much that they, what was the term that Spirit gave me? Smelted their own armor. That's how badass the feminines became. In the storyline back then, the feminines were wielding the sword of truth, the Ace of Swords. It was all over the readings back then. The feminines were waging war, and they all had the Ace of Swords, the sword of truth, and they were either trying to cut away lies or trying to pass the sword to the masculine so that he could wake up and clear away anything that was blocking him. They fought so much that they leveled up. Like Mario getting the mushroom and growing up. Bloop, bloop, bloop. That's why I made that sound earlier. So that they leveled up so much that they were actually ushered towards the gate. It's like you, how did they put it? You know how when you, oh, okay, hang on. Okay, so they're telling me it was like in school when you were gifted in one area, so you get to jump a grade. So say you're like in 8th grade, but you function at like a 12th grade math level, you get to take 12th grade math. You get that level up. That's what was happening with the feminines. They went through so much that they gained so much. They had so many. Oh, I'm sorry. I stutter. I swear. I sing. Sometimes I am a hot mess. So please have patience with me. I am not as polished a reader as some of the others are. Okay, let me get this out. It's just reiterating what I was trying to say. They waged war for so long and learned so much and integrated so much. That was the time frame where everybody was cutting away generational blood curses and shit, you know? That's some heavy shadow work. That was another thing that came up earlier, was shadow work. They did so much shadow work and so much in the 3D and so much in the 5D, and then they were trying to wake up the masculines and they were trying to, you know, preserve the connections, and they earned the gateway, basically. And that was justice. Vibration and honesty coming together. The idea that you'll be able to tell truth in the sound of their voice. Okay, let's go on. Fairies, please. Please clarify the first step here. What's this first step? You son of a bitch. No wonder I'm stuttering. It's the Glanconer. Every time this card comes out, I get blocked. And it's interesting because earlier today, when I was trying to do cards for a couple of the Ravens, every time I tried to get a message out, I was blocked. And it even happened to Pixie, who's one of the other Ravens. Shout out to Pixie, Visions of Love Tarot, if you want to check out her channel. She was getting blocked. This motherfucker. I call him Grima Wormtongue because he whispers in your ear lies to keep you subservient. I'll get to that because this is going to be me yelling at the masculine in a minute. The first step has to be to clear out this poison. Okay? The Glanconer is a sly, smooth talker. Lies, flattery, illusion, delusion, lust, blindness. Ooh. Dig deeper. Trying to read this. Oh, glamour at work. Spell work. Spell work. Yeah. Someone was under a spell. Hang on. First step. Sly, smooth talker. The first step is to clear out whoever these energies are. For sure. Glamour. Somebody would talk pretty too. I'll keep going, but there's something really deep that I have to say about that, and I just have to let Spirit form the words for me. Fairies, please elaborate on future. What's in the future? What does the future hold? Ooh, this is almost a jumper. Oh, crap. The fucking Bodak. The meddler. This is interesting. These two, I hate that they're together. Shit. No, okay, so it says no loose ends. Tempering? Sabotage. A fixer. A gossip. Loves clutter, inner and outer. Ooh, that's significant. These two together is such a shitty energy. Really it is. That's in the future. That damn Bodak, the fixer. I'll elaborate on that in a minute. So, code, we've got Epona's Wild Daughters. She hasn't jumped in months, and this is the second time she jumped today. Okay. Dreams, inner shadow, fear, self-doubt. Deal with the past. Okay, this is moon energy. She's a sphinx. This makes sense in the way that whenever portals come out, or the gateway card here, a lot of times when the gateway card comes out for me, one of the sphinxes will come out. And it makes perfect sense if you think about it. Because you cannot go through the portal, you cannot go through the gate, you can't go through the archway until you answer her riddles 3. It's their way of proving that you know what you know in order to gain access to the next level. Well, we know that she knows what she knows because right here she's granted access through the gateway to the level up. I don't know why this landed on code. Puzzle, synchronicities, and coincidences. All part of the plan, it said. I heard. I'm going to deal the last card, and then I'll consider it all together. Fairies, please give us the outcome. The Singer of Initiation. Wow, if that's not an interesting card to come out right after a gateway and a level up, is the Initiation. Holy crap. Okay. Clairaudience. Music. See? Divination. Illumination and insight. Inward focus, like this card said. Where is that card? Inner shadow. Inward focus. High omens. Yup. High omens. That goes along with synchronicities and coincidences. Symbols and oracles. Wow. Okay. Bottom of the deck. The Pook. The shape changer. The paradox. Something isn't as it seems. Easily distracted by shiny objects. Okay, I have to be honest. At least 3 of these cards are calling me out hardcore right now. And I do not appreciate because that was a very, very hard cycle that just closed. Oh, okay. They said because maybe other people had done it too. Okay, so we've got the Pook, the Journeyman, which is like the Fool, and Fairies of the Future. That's beautiful so far. I might just want to leave it at these 2 layers, but I'll probably go on for one more. So where did we leave off here? Ooh, the fucking Glanconer. Oh yeah, and then the gotchas over here, all random like. So the gotcha is an interesting card. Breakdown leads to breakthrough. Okay, so I believe that goes here on the basket. Maybe. I considered putting it on first step. Liberation, sudden shakeup, habits and patterns, attitudes, thoughts, and structures. It says, unexpected surprise. I know more than I see. I know more than I see. I will keep all that in mind, but we usually have to go by what the card says to us when we look at it. This always says to me, I'm observing, but I can't come forward because I'm not done yet. Don't look at me. I see you, but I'm not ready yet, so don't look at me. Oh, he does have wings back there. That's interesting. So, sudden shakeup. I don't know where to put this. I'll put it here on the masculine because I feel like this awakening that he had was a sudden shakeup. And now he's saying, like, I'm not, holy crap, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. You know? Okay. First step with the Glanconer. I really hate this energy. I'm going to pause this because there's a big long spiel about the Glanconer. So, when it first started to come out, like maybe in the spring, I think, was when Glanconer started coming out real heavy. Excuse me. Spirit gave me the analogy of, for all you nerds out there, fandom nerds, Lord of the Rings nerds, he's my Grima Wormtongue. He talks pretty. He distracts you with lies and flattery. Wow. If you remember in the movie, Theoden was a strong and good king. He was kind of old and, not too spry, but he was capable, honorable, loved his people. He was a noble person. Saruman put Grima Wormtongue on his ear to keep him subservient. Because, so the Glanconer card said spell work and glamour was at work. That's what Grima Wormtongue was doing. He was kind of a low-grade wizard. He used words as his spells. So he kept Theoden in check with flattery. When Gandalf and the boys rolled up into the crib to talk to Theoden, you remember his eyes were glazed over and he was really old and crippled and just not in his prime, because he had been taken control of, So when Gandalf comes in, Theoden's like, why should I welcome you into my halls? And then Grima was like, that is a fair question, my king. Just dripping with smugness, right? Just dripping with butt juice from all the ass kissing he was doing. It's just, well, that was the glamour. And I want to say in spiritual realms, but I actually really want to say in witchcraft. So get over the weirdness that you feel when you hear the word witchcraft, because it's just energy work. Okay? It's just taking energy from one area and putting it to another with intent. That's witchcraft. In witchcraft, glamour is a spell you put on so that somebody cannot see what you truly look like. That's why people who are in Hollywood are called glamorous, because the spell is the makeup. It's a mask. And that's what was happening with the king. They put, glamour on him. Spell work is at work. As much as I really hate the Glanconer energy, and as much as I believe Grima Wormtongue was a weak character, that's why he was able to be manipulated in order to keep the king in check. As much as I hate to say it, whoever this Glanconer is in the mix, it'll be different for everyone in the collective. They do have some manifestation and magical ability. Some. Spell work. Or somebody just came in with pretty words and weaved a pretty spell around somebody. And the first step, I'm being told the first step was to experience this distraction and conquer it, get through it, get by it. This was so since Epona's wild daughter comes out and she asks the riddles before you can actually go through the gate, this could be testing too. You gotta test before you can graduate, right? So the first step was clearing out this Glanconer energy from the vicinity. Each one of you, that will be a different energy. It could be a boss. It could be a sibling. It could be anybody in your circle that's whispering to you lies. But the flattery too. So that could be like a karmic relationship where it's I'll speak to the feminine now, you were going through all this leveling up, but your partner was a karmic who was not involved in any of that. So he sees you becoming this new amazing creature, and he's like, hang on, I'm listening. I heard, why are you doing that stuff when it's taking you away from me? Stuff like that. Like somebody in your midst didn't want you to level up because it would take you further away from them. How would they manipulate you then if you got this level up in knowledge? You couldn't be manipulated. You're strong. So there was or is somebody in the vicinity that doesn't want you strong. So it keeps whispering lies and flattery and distraction to you. That was a little harsh. That was for part of the collective. Hang on. In other cases, it wasn't that dramatic. It was just somebody who came through and talked pretty to you. That's all I can say, A distraction. A distraction. In the future here, we've got the fucking meddler, the Bodak. Okay, so this is the fixer. And when it first came up, in the spring again, the spirit said to me this analogy. So, say the masculine tells his friend, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go to so-and-so, his divine feminine that, he's finally recognized. He goes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go talk to her. I'm going to go tell her that how I feel. I'm going to go tell her that I know that we're connected. I'm going to do it. I'm finally going to be honest. But first, before I take the trip over to see her, I got to take the car to the shop. And he's got a buddy in the midst that goes, well, what do you need to do on the car? And the masculine will say something real simple, and the friend will go, oh, I can do that for you. Yeah, that's no big deal. I've done that before. You don't have to take that to a shop. I can fix it for you. So he's like, cool, go ahead and fix it. The problem is with this energy, once he gets under the hood, he either doesn't know what the hell he's looking at, or there's more problems under there than he anticipated, and he can't fix it. But now the car is pulled apart, the car can't be fixed, and the masculine can't go talk to the feminine like he planned. The fixer. Say it's a meddler, getting a monkey wrench in the plans. So the first step is to get rid of the Glanconers in the vicinity. The future holds a fixer. Itchy. A gossip. So that's pretty simple. Yeah. The code here. This I needed to consider. This was an odd one. I almost considered putting it back because I didn't like how it fell out. Isn't that crazy? Puzzles, synchronicities, and coincidences. Epona's web. Oh, okay. So this is shadow work, self-doubt. It's all part of the code, I heard. It's all part of the plan. That's what I said earlier, right? She's one of the moon's daughters. The other one is laced. They're both sphinxes. Oh, there's an owl here if that's a sync for anyone. Let me consider, please. Okay. Okay. Okay, I feel like outside of her role as a sphinx asking riddles and stuff, she's telling us that in our dreams, in the inner shadow, that's where we're working now. The light workers, we know, when they're asleep and they go to the astral plane, that's when they're working on the shadow work. So pay attention to dreams. And the reason this landed on code is because dreams, synchronicities, and coincidences all go together. So it was trying to tell me the inner work is part of the code. And the code is, I don't know if they'll understand it if I say it that way. The code is the DNA of creation. Do with that what you will. Part of the DNA of creation is the shadow work, but for the light workers. It's like think of it as like itinerary when you go on a trip, right? You have the main outline of things you want to do, and then in there in the outline is like 8 o'clock breakfast, you know. Wait, where am I going with this? They're trying to take me off course here. Oh, the intricacies of it are all part of the DNA of the bigger plan. That's what I'm saying. So here in the outcome, we have this beautiful singer of initiation. After all the crap, after the Glanconer is dealt with, after the meddler comes in and tries to fix things in the near future, after integrating our experiences into the code of the rest of the collective, we have this beautiful singer of initiation. This is clairaudience. This is like the so over here we had mentioning of a level up. I don't think this is a second level up. I think this is just, it's like getting your paper back from school and you get your grade. Like we have been talking about graduating and writing your papers and taking your tests and everything. So to me, this would be hold on, I just had it. Oh, this is part of the grading at the end. A, B, C, D, F, fail, you know, pass, fail, repeat, stuff like that. And the diploma given, I guess. I'm trying to figure out how to say this. Everyone who levels up is going to unlock. So it's part of like unlocking that new level. That new level comes with new gifts. Because even in video games, when you beat a level and go to the next one, you get additional provisions that can help you in the new level. Like you get to buy better armor, or you know, you get to equip an item with a spell that will make it more useful next time. This is the doling out of what they're going to need in the next step after going through the graduation. So the singer of initiation is giving clairaudience, music, divination, illumination, and insight. That's part of the outcome. The outcome after going through all this and the level up is kablam. You're a badass. A spiritual badass. Spirit's telling me that I can just ignore those bottom three for now. And I'm just going to stick with the bottom three of the first light deck. So, I think that's good for this level. We're going to go one more, and I'm going to pull the Gilded, and we're going to see about what kind of... So the reason I did it this way with these cards first is because the energy for the first light Oracle tarot deck is very big energy. Of course, it's nebula in space and things like that. So that to me represents high energy, like cosmic energy. And then we bring it down the level to the 4D, and the fairies are there. So we got 5D, 4D, and now I'm going to lay out the Gilded, which is going to take care of the 3D. So we get a multi-layer look at the lay of the land at the time. So, Spirit, okay, I gotta switch gears here for a second. The Gotcha and the Oak Man on Taurus the Hierophant. Can you please elaborate and clarify? The Gotcha and the Oak Man on the Hierophant. Old wisdom and new enlightenment. Please clarify. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, the cards have been pretty sticky lately. I think it's the thick energy. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. Divine timing. Yeah, the masculine couldn't come out of it. It was divine timing. Let me think. I heard it's about time. Not only is it about, how am I supposed to put this? Not only is it about time that it happened, but it is literally about divine timing. Yeah. So this is like saying to me that the masculine is awake now, but he's behind a grade. But it is time that he wake up, basically. Can we please clarify Nellis the Alchemist and the Gate on Libra Justice? Okay. The Devil. Yeah, this kind of ties in with the Glanconer here. This is codependency. This is addiction. The Devil is Capricorn energy. I don't know what they give the wheel to, if they give it to anyone. Capricorn energy. Restriction. Oh, see? Didn't I say earlier that Taurus and Libra are both ruled by Venus, yes? Venus is in play right now in the sky because she just went retrograde in Capricorn. Restriction, structure, obstructions, obedience, I heard earlier. Yesterday, in yesterday's reading, I heard obedience like 3 times. But it's also the status quo. It's Saturn, the taskmaster. It's the reaper. You reap what you sow. When divine timing says it's time to harvest. That's that energy. I want to say she's now a servant. The warrior is now a servant. Okay, so when Glanconer came out before, I was reminded of something I said in the spring when he was coming out all the time. I was speaking to Divine Masculine. Remember I said I was going to shout at him in a minute? Here it is. And I draw a blank. See? I drew the blank. Why was I going to yell at him? Oh. Masculine. The Glanconer whispers to you in order to keep you a servant. Are you a servant, Divine Masculine? Because to us, you're a fucking king. And we need you to wake up. And we need you to take your throne. Because we're on ours. And nothing is going to improve until we can come into balance. That's what I wanted to say. From before, I remember specifically, are you a fucking servant, Divine Masculine? Because to us, you're a king. So please, like, clear away whatever is around you that's trying to keep you small. Back to the devil. This is very, very interesting energy to have on these amazing cards. Hang on, I had something. So in this card, the devil, the lovers are not here. It's just him. And he's got this mask on that keeps him from seeing. Goes over his eyes and nose. So he can't even see the flames that he's in. I find it interesting that the lovers aren't in this card, because that's really an important part of the energy for that card. I was getting something before I got distracted from the... I swear, you guys, I know it sounds like bullshit, but every time the Glanconer is out, I get blocked or derailed. I heard now she's a servant of the light, but there was something else that could be for a few in the collective, but that's not the one message for the whole thing, because there was something else I wanted to... I see, sometimes they give me images, but they don't actually give me words to describe it. So I have to sit here and try to piece together words to describe what I'm seeing. I heard she is beholden to her promise. A servant of the light, beholden to her promise. What else you got? I heard, be careful you don't fall so far down the rabbit hole that you become, how did you want to put it? A prisoner of it. That's very devil energy, because usually the lovers are in chains. Even though they can take them off easily, they either can't see that they can, or they just won't. That's in bondage. That's another word that they use for the devil and Capricorn energy, is like bondage. Not even the fun kind, just you're stuck. So it's a warning to, even with this level up and this new knowledge and stuff, don't get bound to it. Well, no, elaborate on that one. Oh, the roles are switched now? Now that Justice has leveled up, now she's a queen. She's got to be careful that she doesn't fall under the spell of the Glanconer and become bound to something that is going to derail her. Okay, whew. Let's keep going. Okay. Oh, please elaborate and clarify honesty on vibration. Positive action. Please clarify honesty. I urgently need to be honest with you. That's interesting. No, it's too many. Ten of Cups. Who is this? The masculine. Okay. All right. What always comes for me, well, sometimes it changes, like the meanings of the cards change as the subject at hand during that time frame change, then the meaning of the card can change. So in this span of time, with the Ten of Cups coming up in twin flame dynamic where the masculine is trying to wake up, take a look at this Ten of Cups. This is utter beautiful emotional wish fulfillment. I say emotional because the Ten of Pentacles is 3D financial wish fulfillment, but this is emotional wish fulfillment. Love. There's a loving home and peace and comfort and, you know, Netflix and chill with the wifey who's been, you know, been there for 5 years, and it's the family dynamic. It's a full heart. Okay. However, take a good look at this card. Who's in the picture? It's a mother and her daughter and their cat. Where is the masculine? A lot of times, or lately in this phase of time for the collective, I heard, I built it and I didn't even get to enjoy it. That's what he needs to be honest about. This was false. What else do you want to say? I built it and I wasn't even able to enjoy it. I built it for them though, so that we can all be happy there. And they're happy. That makes me happy. But I really wasn't able to be around to enjoy building it. It was obligation. Okay. Duty. This is very Capricorn energy. Very earth sign energy, which is really interesting for a water card. Let me get back on track here. Let me think. Yeah, he's being honest about this was false. Either this was false or he just walked away from it because it was unfulfilling after all that. So the truth, I mean, he's going to be honest about this Ten of Cups. And if you just listen to the sound of his voice, you'll be able to know that he's telling you the truth. So let's continue. I'm going to get this freaking Glanconer. All right. Oh, wrong deck. Spirit, please clarify and elaborate the Glanconer on the first step card. Clarify and elaborate the Glanconer on the first step card. I have to admit, I really do. I have to admit that what I said before about the Glanconer, it was a little bit of pettiness in there. I apologize. On the Glanconer, we've got the Two of Pentacles juggling. So this person, this first step, okay, usually juggling is, you know, a lot of times it'll come up when there's two options for someone, a soulmate and a karmic, and they're trying to figure out which one they want to go with. Wait a minute. All right, I'll finish dealing out, and then I think I have to change. Spirit just showed me something that I might need to rearrange this. Let's see here. Juggling on the Glanconer first step. Usually I pause it and take a break and consider, because nobody's going to want to sit here and watch me think for 20 minutes. If I'm going to do it that way, then I'm just going to keep laying out cards. Because then I can consider them all together. Okay, let's do this. Spirit, please clarify and elaborate. The fucking meddler. The bodacious bodak. I can fix that for you. Clarify the fixer. The High Priestess. Oh, and we just talked about the High Priestess today, too. Crap. Tara, where are you? What did we say about the High Priestess earlier today? Damn it. I'll keep going because maybe it'll come to me when I take my break. Okay, can you please clarify and elaborate on Epona's wild daughter, on the code, dreams and inner shadow, fear and self-doubt, on the code. 8 of Pentacles, so that's work. I'll definitely have to clarify outcome. Clarify outcome as the singer of initiation. Clarify the singer, please. Duh. The Magician. I love it. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups. Oh, hello, sweet King. The King of Wands. Well, hello. And the 8 of Cups. Underneath that is the 2 of Wands. It's down one too far. One further than I like to go. I like to do 3, but I will do 4 this time because that 2 of Wands came up in the last reading, and I think it's important for this next phase. So, I'm sorry if I'm stuttering, but it's really late, and I pretty much did this at 3 in the morning because I can't sleep. But now I'm starting to kind of wind down a little bit. So if I'm stuttering and rambling, I apologize. But this is the part where I pause so I can consider everything together and see if I can't get any extra messages because I know they want to talk about this High Priestess. And I will be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Oh, that took longer than I expected because I started falling asleep, so I had to stand out in the cold for a little while. And then I had to go to the bathroom. So I'm not quite clear on where we left off, so I'll just go through one more time from the beginning. And then I might I think I will do Tarot of the Divine. What are we at here? Oh, 122? Okay. No. What? No. Okay, bye. Alright, hang on, please. Okay. Alright, so we've been having some very, very interesting outcomes with this reading. I am bewildered and pleased and feeling a little salty in some areas too. I'm loving these cards. So let's see. We'll start from the beginning here. The Hierophant. Dear Taurus. Yeah, that's how it all started, right? With this Taurus and Libra. A Taurus and a Libra. They are both ruled by Venus. Venus is in Capricorn. The devil landed on Justice. I mean, all these little synchronicities is just blowing my mind here. All right, let's address the Taurus in this dynamic. The Hierophant. What did I say about the Hierophant earlier? This is divine law. He's the Pope. It's tradition. That's the one thing that always comes to mind when I think of Taurus proper as tradition. When we're dealing with the Hierophant, it's a step up from that, and it's high law. High law is not only divine law, but even down in earthly law. It's like big institutions that make laws for life, for society, you know. The church and school and, law enforcement and, big structures like that. Because, structure, that's another key, key word for Taurus. Very structured. Yeah, and then he had the Oak Man on him, which is an earth energy, very slow. Um, consider carefully. That's why they move so slow, because they have to consider everything. If you think about that, that's really air quality energy. Like, because Libras are notorious for being indecisive, because we sit and consider every nugget of detail before we can make a decision, because we need it to be the best decision for everyone involved. So this consider carefully on the Hierophant, it's like the Libra energy is mixing with the Taurus. Elders, ancient wisdom, deep depth and strength. Yes. If it's one thing, see, I'm trying to think of Taurus energy. Deep and strong, like roots, almost. Like I said earlier about the roots, deep and strong. Is Taurus a fixed sign? What's on the world card? Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. Yeah, it is fixed energy. Okay, that's why it's got roots. And then the gotcha. I put the gotcha on him because I couldn't decide where else to put him. Sudden shake-up of habits and patterns. Okay, so something's gonna shake up this Taurus. Breakdown leads to breakthrough. I'm surprised the Tower didn't come out for it. Unexpected surprise. I know more than I see. Ooh. Attitudes, thoughts, and structures. Okay. I just got, they just said, he knows about the connection. He knows who you are. He knows who he is. He knows there is something, even though he might not know exactly what it is. He is awake. I was getting that a couple readings ago. They are awake now. Well, hello, sweet bull. Did you hit snooze for 2 years? Good morning. Unexpected surprise. That sounds so intriguing. I don't even want to fathom what that could mean. And on top of it is the Wheel of Fortune. He could not have woken up any sooner because the divine clock was on him. There's no snooze on the divine clock. That's why it took him so long. All right, Libra, the Justice card. Evidence, thinking, and verdicts. Yes. Level up, new journey. Okay, no going back. Yeah. This is the one that earned her armor. Ooh, like the Mandalorian. Every time he completed a task, he got some Beskar and he got to add to his armor. Oh my god, that's exactly what like the feminines were doing when all that shit broke open in the 5D and everybody was losing their minds and there was war in the heavens and in the streets and it was fucking crazy. That's what we every time he completed a task, he got a piece of Beskar as payment or a bunch of Beskar as payment, and then he got to buy new provisions. That's cool. Level up. Irrevocable change. Yeah, a butterfly cannot go back to being a caterpillar. I love that analogy. I mean, I know butterflies are very symbolic of a lot of things. Mostly it's like renewal and rebirth and stuff. But another thing that always comes to mind with butterflies is that when it's a caterpillar and it forms the chrysalis to go inward and change, it completely dissolves into goo and reconstitutes itself into a new form. That's why there's no going back. You know, there's no unscrambling the egg. I wanted to contemplate why the devil was on here a little bit more. what did I say before? She's beholden to her promise. That I think was in regards to the contract part of her, the part of her divine contract that states she's a light worker on this plane. I think that's a binding agreement, right? Binding agreement. But with the devil with this mask on, I got the phrase, they serve blindly. Someone's serving something blindly. With faith, maybe? I mean, that would be an odd concept to put onto the devil card, that they're serving by faith. Huh? Hold on, there's something contradictory here that I'm trying to get some insight on. It's addictive, I heard. It's addictive. The changing is addictive. Oh, wow, that's a concept. Changing is addictive. Oh, okay. Vibration and honesty and 10 of cups. Okay. This was the one where it was like, you can tell they're telling the truth by how their voice sounds. What did I get for this? 10 of cups. Even though the 10 of cups is a happy card, all the tens are the endings of a cycle. So I need to be honest with you that I heard two things. So this might be the two different groups in the collective. I heard, I need to be honest with you that this 10 of cups became a lie, or I need to be honest with you that I am happy. See the difference in the two? It's really wildly different. Hopefully when we lay in the next layer, we'll get clarification on that. Then we've got the first step and the Glanconer and the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. Well, when I looked at this earlier, what they said to me when I saw this 2 of Pentacles was, oh, just pick already. I don't know if this is for the masculine or the feminine. I feel like it's for the masculine, but I don't know why. Oh, just pick already. You've juggled this long enough. Wait. I also heard the first step is recognizing the glamour, and then somebody will be debating how to handle that. That doesn't make sense, but I'll say it because there might be something in there that someone can use. And then the future, we've got that goddamn Bodak. I can't believe these two came out together. I wanted to really contemplate this one because it's like in the future, there's a fixer, a meddler, and then the High Priestess on top of that. It's almost like, if you look at her, it's almost as if she's going, oh, fuck. You know, like she's throwing up her hands like, I cannot believe this MFer right now. Okay, but in all seriousness, the High Priestess, her description is always somebody who knows what she knows, and she doesn't have to explain to anybody how she knows it. She just keeps that shit to herself. And I ain't gonna tell you nothing. You know? I don't have to tell you how I know that. I'm me. She leveled up. She's a goddamn warrior. She doesn't need to explain anything. She knows what she knows, and she knows why she knows it, and, you know, it's like a fart. And the next one is the code. I love that. The code of creation, puzzle, synchronicity, and coincidences with Epona's wild daughter, the Sphinx, inner shadow work, okay? And then the Eight of Pentacles landed on top of that. I really like how these work out because, like, the first light deck is big cosmic energy, and then it distills down a little bit to the fairy energy, and now it's distilling down even more into the 3D energy. So Eight of Pentacles is hard work. Yeah, I had something for this earlier before I walked outside, but you know how doorways are. There are mice in this picture, and they kind of look like they're supposed to be little helpers, like in Disney movies, but what mice really do is they pick at things little by little and squirrel it away so that it doesn't quite affect the thing in bulk in general. They just take their little morsel and they go. Well, I mean, they take a lot of morsels because it's eventually noticeable. See, I'm rambling because I'm tired. I apologize. I'm trying to work out what this all means together. Code, inner shadow, fear, self-doubt, Eight of Pentacles. Well, if we look at it simply, like I could ever, this person is busy working on these pentacles. Pentacles is earth energy, so it's provisions and assets and career and money and stuff. Trains. Oh, that's what I got earlier. All her work, oh, I say her because Epona's wild daughters, it's feminine energy. All her work was done in the 5D. Self-doubt. Deal with the past. Oh, deal with the past. Oh, earlier I heard, you have a test coming, so you should get to work. I mean, sometimes the messages are really that simple. You know? But the test is on how well did you learn to recognize the synchronicities and the coincidences as not coincidences. How long did it take you to learn? Okay, I like that. And then we've got, oh yeah, and the outcome. We've got the singer of intuition. Oh, intuition. I was saying initiation earlier. Intuition, that's right. Clairaudience, music, divination, illumination and insight, inward focus, high omens and meta symbols and oracles. Woof, that's high energy. So the outcome, I believe this is what their level, I'll say there, because I feel like masculine is not far behind, if not maybe in her energy already. It's almost like if she levels up, he levels up, because they're so connected. That's how that works. A lot of times we're advised to do heart chakra meditations, especially if we're in the twin dynamic and the twin is suffering, because of when we heal our heart, it heals their heart too, because it's the same heart, you know? It's connected by that goddamn red string. I wish I could fucking cut it, but that's not cuttable. Ooh, it frustrates. So the outcome is that whoever this is for, is going to take these new gifts that they earned through their level up and use it to manifest what they want. Look at that long-haired, hot, gray-haired daddy. Love it. And then the bottom of the deck was King of Cups, King of Wands, and Eight of Cups. This was really interesting. There's two masculines here, and neither of them are this Taurus. There's a fire sign, the King of Wands, and a water sign, the King of Cups, and underneath them, somebody's walking away. You know? And that, oh, and then the Two of Wands underneath. Oh my God, there's the King of Swords. Holy crap. Three kings. Wow. We Three Kings? What's that song? We Three Kings? Okay, I'll look up the lyrics, but I won't play it or sing it. I just want to know what the lyrics are. Now I'm intrigued. We Three Kings. And it's a Christmas song, and we're right near Christmas. We three kings of Orient are, bearing gifts we traverse afar, field and fountain, moor and mountain, following yonder star. Born a king on Bethlehem's plain. Oh, I remember this now. Gold I bring to crown him again. King forever, ceasing never over us all to reign. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light. Oh, that's pretty. I don't know what that has to do with it, but that's pretty. Let's see. We Three Kings. They're walking away. Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Yeah, no star. That would have been funny if the star came out, you know. Okay. So I'm going to go on to the Tarot of the Divine now. Let's get some more clarification on this. So we did Cosmic Energy, Fairy Energy, 3D Energy, and now we're clarifying the 3D Energy. Okay. Spirit, please clarify and elaborate this Wheel of Fortune on the Taurus, please, on the Oak Man. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune on the Taurus. King of Coins. Yeah, King of Pentacles. That's him. That's the Taurus. Well, I technically give that to Capricorn, the King, but it is interchangeable. Taurus would be the Knight. But in this case, because the level up is there, he's made it to King status. The King of Pentacles is the slowest motherfucker. But the good thing about the King of Pentacles is that he's the king that's one more step to the Emperor. The Pentacles is the last of the suits, so that king has been through all four, and he is one step away from Emperor status. Wheel of Fortune, divine timing. It took the divine timing for him to get here to this point. Okay. Can we please clarify and elaborate the Devil on Libra? The Devil on Libra. Oh, you better believe it. It's the Emperor. What did we just say? She's one step ahead. He's so close. Now that he's woken up. Now that he's awoke, he's so close. But she's got Emperor status. Aha. But, I mean, I was trying to clarify, what is she beholden to? She's beholden to this Emperor. She's got an Emperor on her heart that she is Oh, I heard addicted to. I'm so addicted to. Oh, I can't sing that song. That's too dirt. Holy crap. No. Who sings that? Is that Buckcherry? Let me figure out who the hell sings "Addicted," and then y'all can listen to that song on your own because it's holy nasty. Simple Plan? No, Addicted. Hmm. Oh, hang on. I have to find this. No, I'm so addicted, maybe? I'm so. Bear with me. Yeah, okay. Saving Abel. Okay. Sorry, I don't know why I said fuck Cherry. So Saving Abel, y'all. Um, yeah, look it up because it's fucking nasty. But that's the song I heard when I saw. What is she beholden to with this devil energy? The Emperor. So there is an Emperor on this Libra's heart that she is beholden to. And because I got that song is in my head for it, it must be some hot, steamy shit. Let's just put it that way. Can we please, what deck am I using? Please clarify and elaborate on the Ten of Cups on vibration. Vibration and honesty and Ten of Cups. Please clarify this. What the heck? The sun. Oh, okay, that doesn't clarify anything, even though the sun is the great illuminator. Okay. I mean, it could also be happiness, not just truth and illumination. The sun is all good things. Even reversed, the sun has no negative energy on it. But it is divine masculine energy, so if the moon drops later, that's divine feminine. Vibration, honesty, be clear on what you want. I heard be clear on what you want for your future and it will come to you. I know that's so freaking cliche. We're all sick of hearing that bullshit because you think we haven't been manifesting for, 3-4 years to try to get what we want? Then again, the energy has been pretty heavy, so it's probably needed that extra. But I love how they say, be honest about what you want in your future and it will come to you. Because in this card, this is Ra, the sun god, and he's in his boat. And it said it'll come to you, and he's in his boat already, like on the way. I love that. Let's go to Two of Pentacles, juggling on the Glanconer on first steps. That was an interesting, I still can't really figure it out. So let's get clarification. Please clarify and elaborate. Really? Two of Pentacles on the Glanconer, juggling. The Devil again. That's the Devil twice. They're mirroring each other. I just have to figure out which one's which. That's really interesting. The Devil again, just like up here with Libra, is restriction and bondage. Let me think. I know the story behind this particular card, so I want to think about it, see if it makes any sense with this. Greed, I hear. But that's on first step. I feel like this first step is clearing away this negativity so that you can go forward. Illusion, delusions, juggling, and the devil. Okay, so I heard the first step is going to be getting through this. And what this is the distraction. The first step will be getting through the distraction without getting bound to it. Okay, we'll leave that at that. That's pretty clear, I hope. I really hope this is resonating for somebody. I hope that it's useful. I hope that it makes sense. If it does resonate and you'd like to support my channel, then my Venmo is right here, Arkytior46. I would appreciate anything that might land up in there. That would be great. Thank you. I'm debating on if I want to call like, you know how sometimes when people donate and then the person's like shouts out their name in the next episode or whatever. I'm debating if I want to do that. So let me know in the comments if that might be something that the tribe would be cool with. Like, if you donate to my channel, can I thank you on video in the next video? Let me know in the comments. Please clarify and elaborate this High Priestess on the Bodak. It looks like she's like, fuck. Look at her. Fuck, I'm out. But that's not the energy of the High Priestess. That's just what I'm getting from the picture. The High Priestess, she knows what she knows. She doesn't need to justify how she knows it. So that's why she keeps it to herself. In the future, there's a meddler and the High Priestess. Please clarify and elaborate on the High Priestess with this meddler. Judgment. There are a lot of major arcana out here. I love the Judgment card because this is the Tarot of the Divine. This is the folklore from around the world. And Judgment is Hanuman, the Monkey King. And I love that story. I mean, there's all different stories in it, but I love the character. He's strong, he's brave, he's a jack of all trades. If I'm remembering everything correctly. Like, he's a master of disguise, he can pick locks, he can fight, he can be a monk. I mean, he's like a little bit of everything. But mostly I think in a few stories, he's like this trickster energy where he just is out to have a lot of fun and like pull pranks and stuff. Judgment. In the Rider-Waite, there is an angel blowing a trumpet and people are coming out of their graves. That's the Judgment Day. Something is being called to account. That's how I always describe Judgment. Something from the past that once was thought to be dead has been woken up to be brought forward and called to account. Judgment on the High Priestess for the Bodak. Okay. It's okay. So this fixer is going to be dealt with, called to account. I still don't know who this energy is. I mean, is this like two separate energies in the vicinity of the twins? If any of that resonates, just please put it in the comments. Because integrating this new deck into the mix has really thrown everything off. I'm sorry that things are disjointed or not making sense, but I really want to get used to working with the energy of the new deck, and I hope you have patience with me for that. So Judgment on the High Priestess. It's like, oh, okay. Who saw the 80s movie Legend with Tom Cruise? Like his first movie. Like he was like 20 years old when he made that movie. Do you remember? Look it up. Legend. There's this Oh shit, I just lost it. There's a scene where they're in a prison, okay? It's Tom Cruise's character, it's a bunch of brownies, and a fairy named Una. They couldn't reach the key to unlock the door. So Una flew out of the prison, and they're like, "What the hell are you gonna do? You're just a tiny little fairy." Because in the movie, she's just like this little jingly ball of light, right? So she flies out of the prison, goes over to where the key is, and then bam, she turns into like this full-sized little fairy, like a person size, like maybe 4 feet. You know, how tiny is a fairy? And the brownies who were with her were like, "You bitch, how dare you keep that secret?" You know? But she turned around and looked at him and said, "It's mine to keep. It's her prerogative to keep that secret." And it was like a power move because one of the brownies that was with them was like a satyr, like a pan character. Like he had some status in the forest, like the other entities kind of like reported to him like as a leader. But all this time she had kept from this person that was above her that she had this secret knowledge, this secret ability, this and it got them out of a jam. It was very useful, but she never spoke about it, you know. And he called judgment on her. I think like he sent her away, or she went away because she was angry at that, you know. Oh God, I don't know why I'm rambling. But that's the imagery that came to mind, so I wanted to describe it because it might resonate with somebody. You know what's really funny is that the other pan like brownie that was in the movie kind of looked like that. And he was pissed. He's looking at her like, "You bitch." Look at him, look at her. "You bitch." And she's like, "Be blessed." "I'm leaving. Okay, bye." And because of that, judgment's called on past deeds. It's always on past deeds because it's something that's died. Let me think. No loose ends. That sounds so ominous. You know, it's like something that someone would tell somebody when they're about to fulfill like a contract. No loose ends. Sabotage, a fixer. What else is this? A gossip. Loves clutter inward and outer. The meddler, and then the high priestess and the judgment. Jeez, see, that's a tough one. I'm tapping out on this one because I got nothing. And I really, really apologize for that. But we gotta keep going. Maybe something will come to me later. Can we please clarify and elaborate the Eight of Pentacles on Epona's wild daughter, the inner shadow and the fear, dreams, and the code. Eight of Pentacles, a lot of work. Hard work. The level up is hard work, but it's part of the DNA of the contract. So can we please elaborate on the Eight of Pentacles? Eight of Pentacles on the Sphinx, Epona's wild daughter. Oh, that's too many. Are you crazy? Clarify Eight of Pentacles, please. Eight of Pentacles, please. Eight of Pentacles, please. Okay. Nine of Swords. Anxiety, sleepless nights, nightmares, dread, I heard. Puzzle synchronicities, coincidences. The test before the level up. Hard work and anxiety. Yeah, that makes sense. This work, inner and outer work, has caused so much havoc in the collective. Yeah, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of worry, a lot of disrupted dreams. Not disrupted, but like, since a lot of times the only way we can get that work done is in the 5D, we're still going through lessons in the dreams, in the dream world, so we're processing a lot in dreams. So at this time, people might feel like their dreams are very busy, and then when they wake up, they don't feel rested at all because they're working. They're running around doing shit in their dreams. And then when they wake up to the 3D, they're still exhausted because they're working so much up over there. And that, in turn, all this hard work is causing major, major sleep disruptions, anxiety, nightmares. I do have another interpretation for the Nine of Swords, but I don't really think it would fit. Let me go one more and see if that would fit here. Please clarify. Oh, what happened here? Oh yeah, Two of Wands on the Magician. On the Intuition. Oh yeah, did I address the Two of Wands earlier? The Magician. Oh, this went here, that's why. I glitched out for a second. I'm like, how the hell? Where did that come from? I'll just put it here. There, the King of Swords. There we go. Alright, please clarify this handsome magician. The magician on the singer of intuition, please. Clarify what's being manifested. A queen. The Emperor is manifesting an equal. I like that. Again, though, just like a couple readings ago, I do see the masculine and the feminine here together, but I don't see them interacting. I feel like they're still in separation and they're working on their issues separately. And then maybe at a later time they'll come together. I know nobody wants to hear that because we've already been at this for how many years? And the only positive, supportive thing I can think to say is that at least he's awake. At least now he's awake. Bottom of the deck. Four of Wands. Ten of Swords. Ending of cycle. Page of Coins. Three of Wands. Okay. Four of Wands. That's the foundation of a new future. A stable future with someone. Four of Coins is the miser. He keeps things close. He keeps things close so that he doesn't waste resources. Ten of Swords is the end of a painful cycle. Four of Wands. That's so weird. But happy, sad, indifferent. You know? Happy energy, sad energy, neutral energy. And the Ten of Swords is not even necessarily sad because it's the ending of the suffering finally. But why is this by the Four of Wands such a happy card? Okay, remember when I said we have to move on from this Nine of Swords because I had another interpretation of this, but I didn't see any evidence of it. Okay, now I do. Four of Wands is a happy home. Ten of Swords is the ending of that cycle. Just like we had the Ten of Cups up here, even though it's a happy card, it is the ending of a cycle. It's the culmination of that work. So here we've got the Ten of Swords under the Four of Wands. And so my other interpretation of this card was, because it's the person sitting in bed and they're being impaled in their own thoughts with this suffering, all these swords. And what I heard was, there is no comfort in this bed. That had come up a few months ago along with the Ten of Cups, which is where I got the interpretation that these cups, even though they're all there, are empty. There was something in a home dynamic that was unfulfilling. And we did have the Eight of Cups, right? Yeah, we have the Eight of Cups here underneath the two kings walking away. Because this supposedly stable foundation broke under the weight of something. And they had to leave because even if they had a partner, there was no comfort in that bed. Okay? Oh, and the Magician was manifesting a beautiful Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups, especially in this deck, she is a beautiful nurturer. She's the psychic queen because water is intuition. She is guarded sometimes in some decks. She's like this one, she has her cup, but she's got her hand over it. You know? And in the other ones that in the other deck art, she just has her cup, ready to give. But this one's like, what's that meme? The little bunny? Here, you want my heart? No, you can't have it. You know what I mean? But if you kind of look at this imagery here, I love this because the Magician has the four suits and then this queen has the cup. So it's almost like he manifested a way to give her his cup. And see how he's like levitating all his tools? It almost feels like there was this magical ability for him to like just kind of psychically move the cup over to her. Ew. Like the Force. Like things can be transported through the Force. I mean, yes, I am a nerd. I'm sorry. I love Star Wars. Anyways, it looks like they're equals because they both have the same cup. I love it. I love that imagery. And that is in the outcome. Oh, that's the outcome. So all that hard work turns this king to an emperor, to the Magician, and trying to manifest himself a beautiful Queen of Cups. All right, so let me see. Is that it? Do I want to do love quotes? Nope. Charms? Nope. No, I think that's good. Besides, we're over 2 hours again. That's because of the extra deck. So, You know what? Maybe I want some clarification on these three because this was really interesting. The portal to communication to the soul family. What do I want to use for that? Should I get a fairy on it? Let's get a fairy on it. Fairies clarify those three cards. Just one, please. Clarify those three cards. Alright. Son of a hot job. Fear. The closet bumper. What is this? Real and imagined fears. Caution. Okay, so they may be warning us to be cautious. Okay. How about the Gilded? Please clarify this communication through the portal with the family. Please clarify the communication through the portal with the family. No. Are you crazy? No. Please clarify the communication through the portal with the family. Oh God, 9 of Swords, damn. Yeah, it's causing anxiety because it's taking so much out of them. And maybe one more. Please clarify the communication through the portal with the family. We've got, oh, the Lovers. Oh, a choice. Oh, is that what the anxiety is? Okay, the ancestors are bringing through the portal a lover. And she is fucking in her head about it. So, at risk of rambling on for too much longer, I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much, you guys. If you like to check out other readers with a similar vibe as me, check out Dharma Jane's channel. That link is in the description box. Also go to Visions of Love Tarot, that's Pixie. And shout out to Maslow Tarot also. As always, you can join us in the Raven's Nest Facebook group. I'm not the admin there. That page was started by Dharma Jane. Catch us over there on our... catch us over there, all of us on our bullshit. The mayhem continues, and we laugh and we drink and we talk about tarot and boys, and we're always getting put in Facebook jail. It's a fun group of dirty birds. So thank you for watching, and I will be back in a couple days, and until then, remember your safe word.